Hey, what's up guys? It's Kai the Contest Kid back with another video. And as you can see behind me, it's tennis. I'm at a tennis tournament. It's like a Thanksgiving thing, Turkey Day. So they give you a little towel, you sign up. And if you didn't already know, I do tennis. I like tennis. And I just finished my first match. And a lot of people see tennis to the professionals like everything's fast and smooth, not really a lot of arguing. But it can really be the opposite of that. And I kind of experienced that a little bit in the match that I was just in. I did win 6-0 because there's two sets. Well, for us, we do 6 games in the set, and we have ad scoring, which is basically like when both people get to the amount of points you can get before it's one person's game, y'all both go for like another point up. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, it's kind of complicated. You got to learn more about that later. But yeah, so I won 6-0, 6-1. Which basically means I almost beat him 0-0, which would have been great, but I kind of slacked a little bit. Toward the end, I was slacking a little bit, and that's how we got the game. And I was like, well, I can't let that happen. And I ran, got all the way back up to 6. So, yeah. The match was... There was a lot of arguing because I called some of his balls out that were kind of close. One of them I wasn't sure about, and when I'm not sure about it, I say I don't know, so I give him the point. Because if you don't know what it is, then you have to give him the point because you can't just lie and say it's out because you don't really know. So yeah, I even gave him a few points, and then when it was actually out, and I knew about it, I called out, and then he was like, oh my God, and he kept looking at his dad, who was like, I'm just like, dude, it's like me and you on this court right now. They're not here. They're just spectators. He's not going to say anything to you. He can't help you. If he's watching, he's watching. If he's not, he's not. I don't care. I called the ball. So, yeah, it was weird vibes. At the end, we have to shake hands and say good game or whatever. He just and he looked away from me and just walked off. It's kind of weird. But anyways, I won. And I have more games to go. So... my next match is at 1:30 here. Yeah, it's going to be, because they give you, a lot of break time. Sometimes when the matches go on for a really long time. Like, even mine did. I won 6-0, 6-1, and it still took a long time in my experience. I don't know. Maybe it just kind of felt slow. But, yeah. I will say I pulled a lot of revenge shots, though, and he was trying to, smacking me and talking to his dad. And he was like, and all that. I was just kind of like, okay, whatever. Because, it's my call. So, yeah, talking about how long it took, that was an hour, about, for one game, or for one, whole match. But, yeah, so I pulled a lot of revenge shots, per se, because, I didn't really let him get a lot of points, but when he did get a point, or when I called his balls out and stuff, and he was looking at his dad, I call it a revenge shot. It's just when they say something about something I did wrong when it's my call or something like that, when I know that it's, when I know it's out, per se, in this one, and he says, oh my God, that wasn't out, but it's my call and stuff, and he whines about it. I'm like, dude, get over it. And since they're in their feelings, because tennis is like 75-80% mental. So if you're angry, your shots are kind of show that. So he was just like, oh my God, but he didn't really say anything. Anyways, so... Yeah, I hit a lot of shots that, you couldn't get to in time and stuff like that. And it was always the point right after he did something like that. And he eventually caught on. He was like... It's kind of fun to watch. Yeah. I don't know. I personally think tennis is fun. Even if you don't win your matches, you always get to learn. You don't win or lose. You win or you learn. You learn either way, really, but, yeah. It's fun for me. I like running around at the same time, showing techniques. But yeah, it's first match. So I just finished my second match, which was an hour and 30 minutes this time. And it always feels like it's longer for some reason. I don't know why. But I went against, his name's Diego. And, you can always find the pros, well, not the pros and cons, but what their advantages are and what the disadvantages, But with him it was kind of difficult, maybe because I wasn't really focused. I kept going sidetrack a lot. Yeah, he was a nice person. He was shorter than me, so generally when I put people who are a lot shorter than me, if I do high balls, it works. It did not work on him. And all those things didn't work, so I was like, all right, I'm just going to try to outplay him, out-rally him, tire him out before I get tired. And then, when I serve, take more time so I can catch my breath and go again. And it kind of worked, but not really, because he's really good at putting the ball away. So he started getting a little tired. He would just, put the ball away, put the ball away. I did win, though, 6-4, 6-4, 6-4. So I didn't do as well, per se, but it challenged my stamina, my strokes, and my footwork. I'm really bad at keeping my feet moving in tennis, but it's essential. So my game's always off by that because I don't move my feet as much as I should. I can't blame it on the sun for my playing, but, it kind of glared in my eyes because every time, I'd serve, I go up, and the sun's just, like, right there. So it's just, like, blocking my vision. But, I'm so used to serving so many times and going in and in that I kind of got the hang of it. I hear things in the bushes. So I was kind of, like, able to figure that out. Keeping my hair back helps me a lot sometimes because when I keep it up, it does block the sun sometimes. But also doing that, it can block where the ball is. So when I was on the shady side, I keep it back. And when I go on the other side and I'm serving, then I put it down. Otherwise, I keep it up when he's serving. I put it up. So the way that it works is you have to get... So you don't have to get 15 points, but the point is called 15. So you win 1 point, that's 15. 2 points is 30. 3 points is 40. And 4 points is game. So... yeah, when I'm saying 6-4, 6-4, that means 6 in each single one of those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I had to get 4 points to win. And that doesn't mean I have to get 4 in a row. He can get some. So let's say I win one and get 15. I win another one and get 30. Then he can win one. So then it's 30-15. And another way to say 0 is love. So 30 love, 40 love. I'm playing again at 4:30. Yeah. I'm playing again at 4:30. I'm going to go check to make sure that's right because I believe it is, but not quite certain. So I think I'm going to focus a lot more. I need to, at least. I need to focus a lot more. I need to move my feet a lot, too. And I think if I do those two, I can keep myself up. Because if I, start slacking on those, kind of like I did in this one, some of the points, as you'll see in a second, were really bad. Because simply I was just sitting here doing this. I didn't move my feet fast enough, so then when the ball was like right there and it was coming above my head, I had to just, I can't really assess where everything is. If you move your feet, everything goes well. So, I need to start doing those things. If I can keep focused and keep moving my feet, then I think I can do great in this next one. Kind of scary. We kept talking about because we ended up, the first time that I ever won a challenger, which is like one of the biggest a kid can do, was we have tiebreakers. So basically, if we both get a set of 6, one set of 6, then we have to play a tiebreaker to see who's going to win the entire thing. I think we went to like 27, 28. It was crazy. All the way. So it was like, basically you have to win by 2 because it goes to 7. And if you go to 7-5, then whoever got 7, they win. But if it's 7-6, or 6-6, and then the other person gets 7, you have to win by 2. So they'd have to be 8-6. And we kept going, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all the way up to I think it was like 27. I ended up winning it. Yeah, it was pretty cool. So in this one, we didn't have a tiebreaker, but the whole thing with ad scoring is if you both get to 40, then you have to play 2 points basically. So you get 40, and then you do one which would be game. But since it's ad, it actually turns into add up. If you want it, it's add up. If they want it, it's add down. Or if I get it, it's also and if I get it, another one could be add in, and if they get it, the other one's add out. And then you have to play another point, and then that's game. So we did a pretty long one of those. I was like 7 or 8, which doesn't seem long, but we had a lot of long rallies. Most of those are really long rallies, except for the last one that I won. Which is pretty crazy. Whoa, it's a rabbit. So, I'm looking forward to this next game. I got... that last game was an hour and 30 minutes, by the way. A little longer, But, it's 4:30, so I got like an hour and 15 minutes until my next game. I'm going to relax and then stop relaxing and get ready and then relax again and go when it's time. and I'll see you guys when I get back from that. So yeah, enjoy this montage clip of me failing and also doing well in my tennis game that I just went in, that I just did. Okay, bye. Hey, I just came back and, whoa, what's this? It's not second place. It's not third place. I got first place. Okay, so yeah, the last guy I played was Josh. And yeah, I saw him play like a little bit before. I saw him, he was on the court next to me, my first match. And I saw them play, it was pretty intense. This one was like, because the way that he plays, he doesn't really like, oh, this movement, go this way, go this way. He kind of like, it's really relaxed. He was so relaxed that it kind of felt weird playing the game, because I kind of felt like something was up, because he was just being kind of too relaxed. He just hit his shot, his serve. He was left-handed. Serve, straight in. Everything was straight in. Like, he had really good shots too, but he was just too relaxed. There wasn't like enough intensity because he would run to the ball when he go to the net and stuff, but he wasn't like full out spraying. He just kind of like, because he hold the racket back. He holds his racket back. He kind of hold it back and went like that. He didn't really do that much movement. The whole thing kind of felt awkward, the whole game, or the whole match. But they hit the curb. Yeah, so the match was good. I won this one with Josh 6-2, 6-0. Yeah, it was fun. Here's my medal. Goes up on that, I guess. Yeah. I enjoyed it. It's over. It's getting darker, and it's only like 5:10. So that match was what? It was about an hour. Yeah, like the first one. The middle one, although it was the longest, it didn't seem like it was the longest. The first one felt like it was the longest for sure. So yeah, I played 3 in total, 2 of which we have footage from. My quote for the day is, if at first you don't succeed, try again. Unknown by me, personally. That kind of goes into this whole tournament, because if you lose your first match, you can go in what's called the constellations, not the stars. You don't go to heaven. You're not dead. You go into a place where you can still go with other people who lost their first matches, and y'all can compete for third place. Which kind of goes into that. And even with like games inside the match, so if you don't succeed like in the first match, let's say you lose the first one completely, and you're in the constellations, keep trying at it, because that doesn't mean, oh my God, I lost, I'm not gonna get anything, this sucks, it's pointless. But I mean, if you keep trying, you can still get third place. That's recognition, if you ask me. I mean, you get to walk around with a fabulous medal, not this shiny and golden, but yeah. And yeah, it even goes to how I played, because, I didn't lose any of my matches. But, I did lose a few games, 6-2, 6-0, so in, like, some of those 2 that I lost, tennis is really, really mental. So you gotta stay calm and focus on what you're doing. Just remember things that should come natural, moving your feet, doing the strokes, moving the feet, not so much for me. Yeah, so in some of the games that I was playing that I lost, we had to do ad scoring, as I've already explained. So, we'd get to deuce, and I was like, oh, I got this. And then I get it, and I lost the first one, and then I lost that second one. I lost those 2 in a row. I was like, what? Because, like, when I lost that first one, I know it was that second one. I was like, all right, whatever. And I just kept going, and I was like, hold on, something ain't right. That's 2 in a row. Because that was when I first started with Josh, so he started off with 2, and I had 0. And I was like, that's not right. So I focused a little bit more, got everything together. And yeah, I kept trying at it. I was like, all right, I just need to keep focused, keep remembering, move my feet, do the stroke correctly, get the serve on the first serve. You get 2 serves. Make sure everything goes where I want it to go. And so, yeah, I use that, try again, and try. And man, I worked the first time, try again. And man, I worked the second time, try again. Another quote that I'm going to throw in there to help explain this one. I don't remember. Oh, the quote, the quote is, failure is proof that you're trying. And that kind of goes in here too. I lost a few games, but I'm trying to win because, as you can see, I brought myself back up. I'm not just lose. Because, even if you did lose a game, that doesn't mean you're going to lose every single game. If you do that, you're not trying at all. And in some rare occasions in an event where you lose all of your matches, maybe you weren't up to par, maybe stuff like that. Maybe it wasn't you per se, but, So, yeah, that's all I got. And this episode is over. This is Kai the Conscious Kid signing out.